for that. Very good morning, everyone. Can I hear that? I don't start speaking if I don't.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Very good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Right. And welcome. Thank you. And welcome to this session of understanding. We are all in the professional world or education or business, and we know the importance of induction. Do we? You understand what is induction, right? Can somebody define it for me?
Getting onboarding or getting a new person to come in and help them integrate into the system.
Right. So why not in Toastmasters? We should have inductions in Toastmasters also. And that's why we do have the idea or the framework of membership inductions. However, why is this session important? This session is important because we will be sharing with you a self-driven framework that will help you to go through your membership induction. Now, before we started the meeting, I was asking all of you about your Toastmasters age. There was a reason why. So now I would like to ask, how many of you have gone through the official membership induction once you became a Toastmaster?
Mine was done this last Wednesday.
Perfect. Perfect. So that would mean that you would find everything that I'm talking about already known. And let me know if that was not highlighted. However, so I heard only 2 or 3 people. What about the others?
Don't think I went through one. I went through for somebody else.
Perfect. No, that's why we have this session. So without talking much about the introduction, I will share with you or walk you through a presentation that will help you understand why this is required, why membership induction is required. Even for experienced Toastmasters like me, this kind of a framework would help me and has helped me, right? Because at the end, when you become an experienced Toastmasters, it's your time to give or to guide. So that's why this framework also helps Toastmasters who are experienced, who do not need the induction, but who have to give the induction. So with that, I would like to share with you first and foremost, this whole framework and whatever is required is already available in the District 125 website. How many of you know about the District 125 website? Raise of hands. Okay, I will take that as less than 20% of you in this meeting room. Oh, it's increasing. Those who are raising their hands, I will be asking random questions to see how much you have moved around in the website. No, joking, just joking. It's important that you go through the website. Yeah. So without much ado, let me open the website. Let me know if you can see my screen. You can see my screen?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, in your website, I don't know how much you all have gone through. We have these different corners of the different offices. Sangeet, I think your hand is still raised. Do you have a question or was it a response to the earlier question?
Sorry, it was the response for the earlier question.
Thank you so much. No, you don't need to apologize. I just wanted to make you realize that it's on. So we go to the PQD corner. Yeah. And this framework is already here. All you need to go is click on this And what this has, this framework, is very simple. It has two things. One is the presentation that helps you understand why this framework, what is this framework, and how we are using the framework. And the second one is the tool, the enabling tool that helps in this self-driven membership induction. Historically, how this came up is, while we were Toastmasters, we used to find ourselves very lost in the initial phases of time. Yeah. So when I became a new Toastmaster, the first week I was very confused what I need to do, why I need to do, and who is going to help me to do those things. Do you have, is it relatable to you all?
Yes.
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 So as I call it, we are in a jungle, which is a good jungle. You know, you'll gain a lot of experience, a lot of adventures, and you'll meet a lot of people. But how, who, where, right? And this is your jungle of development, as I call it, right? We have all these different facilities that are given, but which one you have to pick up first, or which direction should we be moving? Have you had that feeling? You don't know what to do first, what to do next. That feeling is there. You have to say yes, because I cannot see you all now.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
So then how do you do it? What do you do then? What are your thoughts then? What are the actions that you take? One or two people, can you let me know?
Try and find somebody who can guide us.
Okay. And how difficult is it in the online and the offline mode?
I think in both it is about whoever has introduced you is the only person that you know, unless you have some friends in the club. Otherwise, it's very difficult to find out, whether online or offline.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So as I understand that you are dependent on someone else. Now that someone else might be busy, and hence your understanding of these different things may also differ or take time, correct? So is that correct? Is that understanding correct?
Correct.
Right? So,
That's right.
so making it efficient, because we have joined Toastmasters with an intent to develop ourselves, right? So we should get going in the right time so that we find the benefits of Toastmasters as soon as possible. So the sooner we are inducted, the better we are equipped to work, right? Hence, I call this the new membership reckoner map or guide. Just like you have Google Maps to guide you through your different journeys, we have prepared, or I have prepared this framework to help you and guide you through your journey of Toastmasters. So this is a common understanding as to a very confused look. And here we have the map. Now, I would like to introduce the framework, how this has been prepared. And believe me, this has been prepared after a lot of discussion with a team of almost 4 Toastmasters. And of course, my mentor is also in this room. She's Distinguished Toastmasters Beena, who has had a Toastmasters experience of almost more than 15 years. So that's how we came up, how to create the framework. So the objective of the framework is to give you a self-driven way of inducting yourself in Toastmasters and using the facilities that are available along with the educational framework to help you develop yourselves at your own pace. So the different stages that we have done is, one is the new member when he or she joins the club. When they join the club, we try to talk about membership IDs, how to traverse through the Toastmasters International website, so on and so forth. This is the foundation step, the first step or the first entry to the library of development, right? Next comes the core onboarding, where you need to onboard yourself to the educational program, the pathways. How many of you have taken the pathways enrollment already? I see 4, I see 5 participants raising hands. Out of 47, I see only 11. The rest, please raise your hands so that I can see. Okay, the clock is ticking and I have only 21 out of 48. Okay, one went down. Right. So Toastmasters provides you the educational framework of pathways, and it is crucial and in a point, in a way, self-mandating that we enroll ourselves in pathways, which is the educational framework or which is the training program that is self-paced and it is available to you online and it helps you to move along in your journey based on your specifications. So that's first thing of onboarding, and that's why we are having the session here. We will have the pathways enrollment also in the later part of this session today. Now, after pathways onboarding, we also have this members interest and goals survey. Now, all of us in Toastmasters come with a personal interest, with a personal goal. I came to Toastmasters to increase my networking and to also understand how to give constructive motivational feedback, manage teams, so on and so forth. Some people here have come in to become motivational speakers. Some have come in to be interactive because they are in the service industry, how to manage their customers, so on and so forth. So we all have our own goals. So that's why we have this particular tool available in Toastmasters to help us understand and then proceed with our development. We have the third most important pillar of onboarding, which is mentorship onboarding, which means that every new Toastmasters, at least, in fact, every Toastmaster is aligned to a mentor who is another Toastmaster with equal or more experience who helps the other person to imbibe or use all the benefits in Toastmasters and help that person mentor in their personal growth and alignment. So first step is new members joining. Second step is onboarding of us as members. The third is the execution part. What are the activities we are supposed to do? Because Toastmasters is also about doing, not just learning. It's very practical. You learn when you actually take up roles. You learn when you actually report your learnings as speeches. So hence, and then further, you practice leadership through club leadership and beyond club activities where you take part in contests and other such stuffs to gain participation as well as experience of event management, time management, perception management, people management, everything. So that this third section is your execution. The last section is once you have learned or you have learned those skills or practiced those skills, you need to also validate those skills. And that's the advanced members induction, where you become part of the mentors pool. You become a club mentor. What does a club mentor do? You become chief judge of a contest. You become judge of a contest. You take part in district leadership, so on and so forth. So these are the 4 steps every member goes through in their own pace, in their own time. And how do you seek help? Can somebody tell me? How do you seek help to go through all these stages?
With help of
To
the
people.
mentor.
Yeah.
Very good. Someone else?
The website also helps.
Thank you, Sudhir.
Vice President Education.
Vice President Education. Okay. How many Vice President Educations do we have in the room today?
I'm the elect one.
Perfect. I see many hands raised. So there are 8 participants who are Vice President Education. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So yes, these are the people who help you. But many a times your Vice President Education, your mentor may not be available. Hence, we decided that we will try to automate that. We still would need those people to guide you, but while they are away in their own priorities, we would still have this tool, which is a simple Excel worksheet or workbook. Now, those who are not savvy in the computer, no worries. You can download it and you can still work on it. And this worksheet is the only tool or is the only new member induction tool that we are going to discuss today. Okay. Can I hear some okays? And is this session relatable
Yes.
till now?
Yes.
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 Very much.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you all finding usefulness to this session? Because you have invested your time to come in here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I will proceed ahead with that. As I said, intent of this induction framework is to give you all a centralized repository. Though the repository seems to be a very magnanimous, voluminous word, it's actually a simple Excel workbook that you have. And it's all in one place. And where is it currently? It is currently here. So if you go to the website, can everybody see the website on my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once you go in here, this is the same presentation that I'm showing you now. This is for your reference so that you understand what it is. For those who have not joined the call, you can ask them to go through it to understand this. And then once they are done with this, all you need to do is download this Ready Reckoner from this website. Yeah. Once you go to that download, this is where it takes you. This is the workbook, which is right now in Google Sheets. Of course, you can download and have your own version and keep it there. Only request, do not update anything. Do not make any changes. If you think some information needs to be updated, please let your Vice President Education know. Your Vice President Education will then connect to the PQD office to let them know on the update. Please do not edit anything in this worksheet because it's a common worksheet that we have. Sounds good till now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we go to the steps. Now I will take out my local copy, which is more relatable, so that I can show you how to move on through it. It is recommended that you download this Ready Reckoner so that you can refer to it even when you are offline. You don't need to be on the internet always to do so. You all can see my screen?
Yes.
Thank
Ma'am,
you.
this sheet is available from the website we have to download now? From
Yes.
the...
Yes, so it is available here. As I said, once you go here, if you see this icon,
And this it is there in the Toastmaster International web link, new member
it is
induction.
in district125.org. That's
Okay.
your district's web page or website. You need to go to your district website, which is district125.org. You have to go to the district corner. From there, you have to go to PQD corner. Once you go to PQD corner, you have it just as the first entity. And you have a lot of other things. I would request each member to spend at least 10 minutes for the next 1 month, every alternate day, to go through this website to understand what all is there. There is a plethora of knowledge that we have put in here. And it is very useful for every individual. So I request all of you spend some time on this website. Yeah. And as I said, if you click here, you go to the new member induction framework. You have two things here. You have the presentation, which will help you understand what this framework is, which I'm already sharing with you right now when I'm doing this session. And this is the tool, which you will have to download. Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I would prefer the non-district officers to also respond, because the district officers definitely know about this. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am, downloaded.
perfect. So now if you open it, if you open this sheet, what happens? It's a very simple thing that we have done here. What we have done is we have given you some actions that you have to do, and we have told you by when you should be doing it. And what is the periodicity? What does periodicity mean? Something some actions you may have to do repeatedly, while some actions may be a one-time action. So then periodicity means when and how often you need to do that. And then we have given the person who is responsible to initiate this action. Okay. And then we have the person who should be informed of the action, that I am going to start this activity. And finally, the person who can be consulted to do this activity. It is as simple as that. So if I take the first one, team, I would just request you, if you have your laptop right now, I would request you all to open that sheet and take a look for it for at least the next 2 minutes. Distinguished Toastmaster Kanchan, can you please start the timer so that you can let them know when the 2 minutes is over? Is that fine, team?
Yes.
Sure, I will.
Please download
Yeah.
and start going through it. Yeah.
Yeah, already.
Ma'am, you're talking about the Google Sheet, no? The
Yes.
member intent, approach, and accreditation.
I am talking, yes,
Induction
that is the
framework.
one. Yes, that is the one. That is the first page. You go to the next tab. That is the main reckoner. The first one is the document cover. For every official document that you release to others to use, you should always have a document cover which says what needs to be done and so on. But that's not what you should use. You should go to the next tab, which is new member ready reckoner, and go through that for the next 2 minutes. Distinguished Toastmaster Kanchan, please reset the timer now, because people had confusions on what to look at.
Done, Madam PQD.
Just I would also stop sharing the screen for some time because I would love to see y'all, but I'll put it back on once we have finished.
DTM Sanjukta would like to acknowledge that we have 51 in the room.
Yes, thank you so much. I just hope that it is useful and fruitful for all members, irrespective of their age in Toastmasters. And for those who have joined in a little late, I always get very depressed when I just see names and black boxes. I would love to see you all on video. And as I was saying, if you're not switching on in your videos, it means you don't want to get acquainted with me. Thank you, our Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Milind, for coming here to support me. Thank you, Tej. Good to see you.
Has anybody been able to open the Excel file downloaded? Or how did you download? You just copy file
Okay.
download?
What
Yeah.
I'll do is I'll send the local copy file for you since you are privileged to be in this session. Let me share it out to you all.
No, I'm genuinely trying to figure out how to, because I downloaded twice, but it's still not opening. I am not sure what I'm doing now.
DTM
I
Sanjukta, the
opened
time
in
is up.
Google Sheet. I opened in Google Sheet.
It opens in Google Sheet. If you do file download, then it refuses to open from as a local copy.
Okay. Anybody who is technically savvy can help out here, but we'll take care of that and we'll let you know. That's a good point. I will
Okay.
let you know, but let us proceed for now. Give me a second. I will share the sheet to you all. In the meantime.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
Yeah, hi. There's the option in the file. If you see, go in the file and there's a download option.
Thank you. Please, those who had the question, who was it that gave this wonderful instruction?
No,
It was Amit.
Thanks.
I've downloaded. After that, it doesn't open. So has anybody been able to download and then open? Then
Yeah,
I guess.
I have downloaded and opened also. It's opening as
Oh,
well.
great. I think there is something wrong with my system. Good.
Okay.
It's opening.
So let me know at least if you all would have downloaded it or seen it. I have also shared it in the chat now for those who have been not able to download it yet.
I have downloaded.
Perfect. Very good, Sarika. So those who have, how many of you all have been able to browse through it? Thanks, Samir, for letting us know. Varun, yes. So Varun, Govind, is it easily traversable? Is it easily readable?
Yes, yes.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly share my screen. Distinguished Toastmaster Kanchan, I think we are down 30 minutes, right? So I'll take another 5 minutes. I know I'm going beyond time here. We'll just browse through and pick up a few cells to make you understand how it goes so that you know how to use it. And then I'll open this forum for more questions from you all. In the meantime, keep on digging into that Excel and start preparing your questions if you have any, while I'm also sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay, I'll go to my reckoner.
But this Excel sheet is not viewable in the
Come again.
in the link that we have opened.
This one.
Yes.
So if you click it, it will take you to Google Sheets.
Okay.
here. And that is where you will see the whole thing. So what I'll do is I will stay on Google Sheets only, because that's the first place that you all will go if you want to. But however, for you, each one of you, please save the reckoner which I have shared in the chat. It's the same thing, so that you don't need to always go to the Google Sheets and download it there. Yeah, that's the privilege of you all being in this session.
It's done, ma'am. Thank you. It's
Yes. So if you see, the first one is you need to go, the task says you have to go to the Toastmasters International site and know about your membership ID. What you do, how you do, and when should that be done? That should be done within the week of your membership payment done. So the moment you say that I'm ready to be a Toastmaster and you pay your membership fee, keep on asking your vice president membership or your vice president education that when I'm going there, and you will receive your ID over your official email. So go there and start your path as a Toastmaster by enabling your ID in Toastmasters International site. Okay. It has to be done only the first time that you're going. It is an activity that you as a member should start. Nobody else will come and ask you. This is your responsibility to do that. The person who should be informed is your vice president membership, and you can consult your vice president education, or for that matter, any experienced Toastmasters in your club. Okay. Now I have also kept these few fields, because this will give you, for those who want to feel how soon they have developed themselves, you can also write here, what is the status, when did you finish it? So it shows your promptness, right? But it's not mandatory. This is for your self validation that I have kept these sheets. Now, suppose you will see in a few cases, these cells, they go back to a link. Now, why this is there? These are useful links which will help you understand more about this task. It is recommended that you go there, understand, and then proceed further for the tasks that is detailed here to do. Yeah. Again, the same concept. When should you do it? Who should be initiating it, and who you should be informing to do it? Yeah. So if I take you to this first site, right, you will not be able to hear the audio. See, we have all the Toastmasters International has given the complete walkthrough of what needs to be done to start your pathways journey. I recommend every member, if they have not done this, if they are between less than 1 year old in Toastmasters, go through this and learn. It's very useful. Yeah. So each of these, we have tried to give you all the supporting documents which will help you understand. Okay. The various expectation in the tasks and what needs to be done. I will not go through anything else now. I will open this forum for questions if you have any. I see Varun with his hands raised. Do you have a question, Varun? No. Okay.
No, it was mistakenly, I forgot to lower it down.
Don't be mistaken about it. At least you had the hands up. That means you were trying to have a conversation with me. So that's good. Yes, Samir, please go ahead.
Okay, are we going to kind of bind to the timelines and also do some kind of monitoring around it, or do we have some metrics that we need to follow, report?
Okay, very good question. So in Toastmasters, it is all self-paced. That's the first thing. However, it is recommended for, you can ask any of the experienced Toastmasters that there are certain timelines that you should respect, because otherwise you are losing out. For example, if you have not enrolled in Pathways and you are already more than 3 weeks old, then you have lost so much. The investment that you did to the membership fees, you are not using it. you're not benefiting out of it, because the pathways adoption is the key. So for pathways adoption step, I would say it should happen within the first week that you become a member. Samir, does
Yeah.
that answer my question, your question?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
does. In fact, we had created a similar thing for us, as in we had been trying to monitor. But then since this came up as a new member again, so I thought, let me ask if there is any metrics that we should remember.
Yes, this should be again, not, it is recommended, it is not mandatory. But if a club is having this as a good practice to gauge the metrics of vice president education's task done, nothing like it. It will only improve your quality.
Yeah, of course.
A very good practice shared. Thanks, Samir. Anyone else?
Yeah, this is Raj here. I'm just trying to locate, where do I register on Toastmaster International? So I could get login only. I'm going to say there is a login visible on my screen,
Yes.
but not register as such.
So yes, so that is the right place to go. When I say register, means you must have also received your official ID, right?
Okay.
So once you log in, you have to give that ID and your password that came to you over email once you have received your membership. And once you log in, that's the registration I'm talking about.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Yes, distinguished Toastmaster Bina.
Yeah, very often people may forget their IDs. So the best thing is to log in with your email ID, which you have offered when you join as a member, and write forget password. So once you get that forget password, then you can change it to the password that is more familiar with you, which you can save. So your email ID, like for me, it's bina.mandrekar@gmail.com, and forget password. Then you change the password and you get a fresh password, which you save. And then that becomes a permanent entry into the Toastmasters International website. So binamandrekar.com plus my password, and I'm in. And then you carry on from there.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Bina. Raj, that helps you?
Yeah, sure, certainly. Thank you.
Fair enough. I see distinguished Toastmaster Robin with his hands raised. Please go ahead.
I
Robin.
just want to add to what Bina said actually, that make sure you log in with your email ID that you have provided to Toastmasters.
Yes, yes, agreed.
That is important.
Yes. And if you see you have difficulty in logging in, go and speak to your Vice President Education immediately. Don't let go. The moment you have received an ID and a password and you are unable to log in, it takes 5 minutes to complete your login and all that in Toastmasters International. If you are unable to do it, make sure you are connecting to your Vice President Education of your club immediately, or someone as a mentor if that person has been assigned to you already, and get this done. I presume that since I'm expecting that you do it in the first 3 days of being a member, you would not have had a mentor yet. So please connect to your club Vice President Education. Yes? Sarika, you had a question. Please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am, when I enter the base camp and when I log in into my pathway and I enter my pathway and I see there is no curriculum.
Okay. So let me go to my pathway. Hold on. So while we are getting onto this question, anybody has any other question, please, let's make use of time while I do this for Sarika. Here's my question to you all. How many of you have not yet been aligned? How to align to Toastmasters or how to enroll in pathways? of Toastmasters? How many of you know about it, that you need to enroll yourself in Pathways? District leaders, please do not answer. If you do not know, I will have to have a different discussion with you all. Perfect. So I remember I asked how many of you know that you need to enroll in Pathways? Okay. How many of you all have enrolled in Pathways? You know your first path. You're already in your first path. So 17 people out of 48. Okay. 18 people out of 48 have enrolled in Pathways only. I would presume another 5, because district officers and experienced Toastmasters are also there. So team and dear Toastmasters, enroll yourself immediately in Pathways. How you do it is in this Ready Reckoner. Before you leave this meeting today, open your Toastmasters site, go to the Pathways. I would request a volunteer who will take us through of where to go and how to enroll yourself in Pathways. I need one volunteer, a person who has not enrolled in Pathways. I would request them to share their screen, and then one of us, the experienced Toastmasters team, would help you do that. So I need 2 volunteers. One is the facilitator who would help the new Toastmaster to enroll to Pathways. And the other one is the volunteer who wants to be enrolled into Pathways.
Ma'am, I can be a facilitator.
And who was that?
This is
Actually,
Raj.
Varun. Okay. Varun, you're the facilitator to help the person to enroll in Pathways, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And who wants to get enrolled in Pathways? We can have 2 people. I will not be unjust.
I just wanted to understand, ma'am, before we enroll, I think we need to go through this, there is some videos, I believe, about Pathways.
Yes.
And then,
You can still enroll. The
Okay.
videos you can still keep on coming. So I'll tell you, Pathways is an educational framework, okay, which is provided to us. Now, to use the framework, it's an online framework with different levels. It's just like a training program online that you do in your corporates, right? Now, to start using those different modules in the training, you need to enroll yourself. Now, there are about, how many paths are there? Can somebody tell me? How many paths do we have?
11.
11 pathways.
Why do we have 11 paths?
11.
Why do we have 11 and not 1 or 2?
Yeah, there are different, everyone has different, purpose of joining.
All, I
Toastmasters.
guess.
Absolutely.
Different aspects of, or different reasons for joining Toastmasters. Somehow, like this Toastmaster Akshay speaking, to develop communication or some other speaking skills or some leadership quality or some other this presentation mastery. So that's why it is to presentation skills. So that's why we have different paths, I guess.
It is great to hear from you again, Toastmaster Akshay. Good that you're here on this first session. Thanks for that sharing of knowledge.
Yes.
So yes, Raj, you are
Yes.
also correct. So each of us have different expectations, and hence each of us will take one of the paths from there. So that's why, to take that one path or enroll yourself in that one path, Toastmasters International first provides you with an questionnaire that you fill, which helps them understand what are your preferences. It is a simple data analytical tool. Taking some data, it does some artificial intelligence analysis part, and it gives you recommended paths. It gives you 2 or 3 recommended paths based on the answers that you give. And then you can either choose from those paths, or you can still go ahead and choose something that you have already put your mind on. Raj, is that relatable, what I'm saying till now? Understand?
Yes, certainly. Yeah.
Perfect. So that's what we will do. Varun is going to be the facilitator. Who wants to go in first? Someone who already has logged into the Toastmasters International site, because we do not have the time, but we should do the enrollment definitely. So who is going to go first? Seema, are you going to go first? Seema Shukla? You have your hands raised.
She forgot to lower.
Okay.
What
We
are you
could-
saying, PQD? Go for what?
So, distinguished Toastmaster Robin, we are going to go online where 2 people are going to enroll themselves in pathways right now.
Okay, great.
Okay. And that will be facilitated by Varun from
I can
TMT.
do. I can do that, Raj.
Yes.
Perfect. So, Raj, would you want to share your screen, and over to you, Varun, to help Raj with the
Sure.
enrollment.
Sure.
I'll have to make you co-host. Hold on, Raj. Yes, you should be able to share your screen now.
Yeah. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay.
Varun, over to you.
Yeah, hi Toastmaster Raj. So now you can just see in your screen, there is a, can you share your screen, Raj?
Yeah, I'm already sharing my screen.
Okay, just a second. Yeah. So go to education programs, click on education programs. So once you click on education program, there are 4 sub tabs which come. One is pathways, one is speechcraft, one is youth program. So click on pathways.
Okay.
So as you can read it here, it just gives a brief introduction along with mentioning there 11 specialized learning pathways, and it asks for more information if you go below. One is go to Basecamp path. So one and another one is choose a path. Now, if you click on go to Basecamp
Where is that?
on just a second.
No, I think Varun, the site has changed a little bit. I think it's better to go choose your path. That's
Choose
it.
a path. Yeah. Okay. Go to choose a path. Do you have that option? Are you getting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now here there are 11 paths. First is, I think it is coming, select a language. You have selected it.
No, so this is the privacy thing that you have to complete, Raj. This is as compliant with your privacy policies. And you need to fill that up. That's required. So don't ignore it when it comes. It gives you options whether you want to receive digital notifications from Toastmasters. It's the usual things that happens in any public website. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But now, yes, go ahead, Varun, with this action.
Now.
Continue.
Yes. Yes.
No, the continue has not been enabled. Can you go up, Raj?
Have you selected all the options? Yes. Question number 3. You have to select one maybe. View all path options.
Request is take an assessment. Yeah. Recommended is take an assessment. Yeah.
Continue. Start.
If you take assessment, you will be able to select the path. Yes. There is a small assessment.
Yeah.
So basically about 3 topics that you are interested in learning more about. So select here.
Where is innovative? Okay, project planning. Last morning. So. Okay.
Next.
Next.
No, you have to.
You have to select
You have to-
which of the following topic is most related to your personal and professional goals that brought you to. Okay, next. Mhm. Just fill in this blank. Next.
Just learning about I have to write here something.
No, you have to choose.
Just next. Click it and next.
Oh,
You
good
you
question.
can stop your screen if you want to answer it privately.
No, I'm absolutely fine.
No
Don't-
need to
don't-
worry, Raj.
don't-
The thing
don't-
is, you can take this assessment again and again. It's like unlimited times.
No, I'm
So you
absolutely
can keep any answer as of now. It's
okay.
absolutely fine.
Only a very calm and relaxing conversation.
Ponder a little bit, Raj. There's no hurry. You still have a lot of time.
I'm not relaxing in conversation. Speaking about the subject and importance. I show my understanding.
I had not given assessment.
So, Raj, you might want to just unshare for now. Once you complete these steps, then you share your screen. Okay, before
No,
some.
I'm absolutely fine, ma'am. We can
Okay.
continue.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
show my understanding of others by reflecting their feeling back to them. I use a wide range of behaviors, including self-disclosure, to meet to adapt to others. Agree. Initiate conversation with people I don't know well. Disagree. Working in a team is a good opportunity for me to understand myself better. I seek good leadership opportunities. I prefer to be team member rather than team leader. These are my involvement in conversation that about things which are in case of faith and suffering. Engaging in a group discussion with new people makes me nervous. You can relax while giving a speech. I think I have some issue here. Very cautious about accepting as I said, personal action for myself. While giving a speech, I get so nervous when I don't know what to respond because I'm just perceptive and content. Information there to be represented professions. I'm reluctant to adopt new ways of doing things until I see what people around me.
Yes. So now what will happen is, what they have done is, based on what you selected, Raj, they have shown you 3 options that they feel is best suited for the requirements that you have given. Now again, ponder on these 3 and understand which one is relatable to you and go ahead and select. Right, Varun?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Thank you.
So, but there are, I think, how many? And all are seen there.
So
First-
the top 3 are the choices they have given you, but all are seen because it is just recommendation. You can choose anyone from below also.
Okay.
So it's not enforced to you. Toastmasters is nothing about enforcing, but recommending.
Right. Yeah. So effective coaching is something which I
Yes.
initially
Go
thought.
down below. So you need to choose this path. You want to finalize it?
Yes, yes.
Please go ahead.
Now, once you've selected,
Be patient. Perfect. Congratulations, Raj. You have onboarded in the journey of learning in Toastmasters.
Thank you.
I think we should give him a round of applause for sharing it with us also.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we can choose only one path at a time.
Yes.
Raj, this is your icebreaker with pathways. So standing ovation. First one.
Perfect. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And let me tell you, Raj, how much time did it take to do this?
I think 3-4 minutes max.
10 minutes for the survey and then 3-4 minutes for the onboarding. So yes, around 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So everyone who has not enrolled, are you telling me that you didn't find 15 minutes for your own development till now? And what's stopping you from doing it now, immediately, other than internet connection not available? Please raise hands for all those who have not enrolled and assure everyone else in this room that you'll finish your enrollment by the end of the day today. Raise
I'm
of
done,
hand.
right? Ma'am,
Yes,
I'm done, right?
you are done. You are done.
Okay, so I can answer my screen?
No, just Varun, take Raj through what he has to do next, how he can make use of the pathways. Yeah.
yeah, there one is you can just first log into the base camp. There was another option which is open curriculum.
Where is it?
One is you can just directly go to base camp.
Yeah. Yeah, you see on top, there's the pop-up blocked. Just go up there, Raj. There's a small right-hand side top beside the sharing button on the website web URL. Yeah, web URL box, right-hand side top. There's a small dot, red dot. Yeah. I love, people are so tech savvy. I'm just loving it. These are the good things about online. Yeah.
No, I'm not that much tech savvy. Where is that, by the way?
So just go up below the search text box. You see that?
Here? Not here, right?
People are showing you.
Yeah.
Rabin has highlighted it, no? There
This
it
one.
is.
Yes, perfect. Now always allow. No, say always allow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ma'am, my grandmother is calling. I have to take a leave
No
for 5
worries.
minutes. Can you please take that?
I will take over. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Varun,
thank
for
you.
at least helping me facilitate this. Round of
Thank you.
applause for Varun, please.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm also learning. Yeah.
Perfect. So now here you go to you are in your base camp. Can you just scroll down? What do you have? Paths and learning, right? No assigned training yet. So you go back. Raj, okay. Raj has to be back also. Raj, can you go scroll up, please? Go to paths and learning education script. So somebody had asked me earlier, I cannot see the curriculum. I'm just trying to do that now. So here is
Sarika.
Yes.
Yes, I have. Yes, curriculum. I am not able to. Yeah, when you go to the curriculum, it's blank over there.
Okay, but what I'll suggest is Raj, yes, click on that, open curriculum. Yes. So here you have each one of those levels. You go through each one level, go through the training material, complete your speeches, so on, so forth. Okay. Don't do everything now, Raj. Hold on, move around. The first thing that you would do each level, again, it is recommended that you go in the sequence. Level 1 first, level 2 second, level 3, level 4, level 5, so on, so forth. Because Pathways is also designed in a way where they take you as a novice in the first level where you are learning. Then they take you to the level where you learn to give constructive feedback, which is common, and effectively communicating. And then the next level is chiseling your own preferred skills. The next level is your expertise, and so on, so forth. Thank you, Sudhir. Hopefully you will listen to the recording, and please, if you have not enrolled, do enroll yourself in Pathways.
I have, ma'am. I've already done 2 speeches. Preparing the 3rd one now.
Congratulations to that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So Raj,
Yeah.
I know you, I think now you have enough to spend your Sunday with.
We have a meeting today. We have Toastmaster meeting at between 3 to 5 today.
So you should be the champion of telling them how to enroll for Pathways, right?
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. A round of applause for Raj for being so sporting as to share his screen while he was doing the survey and everything and helping us understand how to do it. So thank you,
Thank
Raj.
you. Thank you for support. Yeah, I was looking forward for this support. So thank you very much.
You are always welcome.
Thank you.
With that, any other question on the membership induction? Don't forget, this is about the holistic induction. This is just one important aspect. Amit, you had a question. You have raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. I have.
Yes, please.
Yeah, actually, do you not have any mobile application for this Toastmaster website?
Yes, we do. Raj, you would want to switch off your sharing. You're still sharing your screen.
Yeah. So how do I do that?
Okay. Let me do that for you. Hold on. Amit, give me some time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
I just stop here. Okay.
Yes, you did that, right? Thank you. Okay, Amit, please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, I was asking that mobile application if we would be having for this Toastmaster website.
Yes, we do have the mobile application. I will request someone offline to help you out. Distinguished Toastmaster Kanchan, would you be able to help Amit out in the backdrop? Who knows that can help Amit out?
Because when I searched out Toastmaster in the App Store, it gives something else. Means Toastmaster, this is not coming.
Toastmastersinternational.org.
Okay.
And in app also, you have to just write Toastmasters International.
Okay. Toastmaster International. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm
Perfect.
searching.
I am sorry. I am very incognizant of the technology because I hardly use it. I preferred using the web page. So apologies. Not.
Okay.
Yes. Next question, please.
Madam BQD, it is 12:06.
Yes. Yes. I'm still on time. The question answered. See, the adoption part is already done. So I mixed and matched the agenda. Yes. All of you understood how you need to enroll in pathways, and I would be good. Yes, I see Sangeet already getting into and enrolling himself probably. Thanks, Sally, for that thumbs up. Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention that after you've given your icebreaker, we've gone to that page where we've got that activate, etc. So after you've given the icebreaker, then you have to go back again and write down or give a second assessment, right? And so that completes the whole loop, closes the loop. And then you go on to because most often we give the icebreaker and then we forget all about recording it into our pathways page. So it's better to give an assessment again, so that gets activated, then go to the next speech. I think we should close that loop, if you can say that.
Yes, yes. So what happens is enrolling of pathways is just the first step. Then, as I said, that it's not recommended. I would even say it's mandatory that you open the level 1, go through the training material that is there. When you're going through the training material, you will have a section where you are required to do a self-assessment before you complete the training. So that's your current assessment. Then you proceed ahead. It will tell you a few things, go through that. Then ultimately, it will tell you that now you're ready to do your icebreaker speech. Once you delivered the speech after you have planned with your Vice President Education, taking a speech slot in your club meeting, complete the icebreaker speech, take the written evaluation form from your evaluator. Every speech is evaluated to take you to the next level, to make you better of what you are already doing good, right? So ensure that you get back the written PDF or evaluation from your evaluator. And finally, once you have that, you go back to that training program and you say continue. Once you've completed your speech, that's when Distinguished Toastmaster Veena said it will again ask you, assess you to self-assess your skills and see if you have improved. And that is the self-paced, self-assessed, self-validated training program. That's the good of it. So take that survey and then you go to the next project. And your evaluation resources can be recorded. You can upload it in your archive in Toastmasters International. We do have a pathways tutorial that is available. It tells you where to do what, and also you would find some links which will help you in that Ready Reckoner. Okay. I would love to hear some okays now.
Yes.
Yes.
Other than district officers, please.
Yes, this is okay.
Perfect.
Yes.
Any other question? I am open for questions now on anything, on the framework, on pathways, or anything under this earth. You have lot of experience in this room. Everybody is ready to share their experiences to help you understand. So please go ahead. We have the next 20 minutes for that, for experiencing.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please, Varun.
Yeah. So generally when once I go to open curriculum and once I, do all the tasks after I have launched it. So at times, the last page comes congratulations. Now that after that, what to do? once congratulation message has come, should I go back to my open curriculum and then go to the, like, first is icebreaker, then is writing a speech in level 1, path 1, then is introduction to vocal variety. So I should go to the next and go to, but after that, that tick mark doesn't comes automatically after I've completed that task or something, third part. How, when does that tick mark comes on
Yes.
the?
So I see one person who is a VP education. I see him on video. Samir, would you want to answer that question? So Toastmaster has just completed his project. What is the next expected tasks?
There are two places where you complete your project. One is when you have done the after evaluation and you have come to the end of the training thing. So the moment you come to the end, it does not automatically go back to your curriculum. So you simply close that page. You'll come back to your levels and your curriculum. You can either open it from the start again, or it comes to the same page. And then you select the next project that is coming on to you. Go through the journey of the next project that is there.
Only request, Samir, I think you also need to let Tarun know that now it is the job of the Vice President Education to submit your completion, and then only you will see the mark complete there when
But
you
that
get
is
the last project of the level. So
yeah,
that's
that is at the level. Yes.
Yeah.
So unless the Basecamp managers mark it as complete, that tick mark won't be seen.
No,
For
that
the
is only
level.
for level.
For the level.
Projects,
For
it
the
is not.
project, he'll see immediately.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm able to see. Once I just refresh the page, I get the tick.
Yes. So
Can I
usually when
share
you
my
just
screen,
close the page and come back, and this has happened to me as well, I am also not able to see the ticks. I have realized that it's best to kind of log out completely and go back in. You will get the correct status then across, because sometimes you may be attempting projects across levels. So you'll get the right status everywhere.
Yes, go ahead, Toastmaster Sarika, you can share your screen, but do let us know what is your query also. In the
Yeah.
And the next query will be resolved by our distinguished Toastmaster Aditya, our Division C Director.
Sorry,
Yeah,
just
this is the
one,
part, yeah.
just 1 second. So before we go on, in the level completion, there are two things that happen.
Yes.
There's a level completion on Basecamp, and then there is an education award as well.
Yes.
The Basecamp level completion will only give the certificate to the member. Club does not get point. Club will get point only when the education award is done. So you need to make sure as VP Ed, Secretary and President, 3 people who can do it. They've done it at both the places and not just at one.
Perfect. And thank you so much, Samir. Yes, you need to ensure as a member that this is being done. So then you become a consultant and VP Education or the Basecamp manager becomes the responsible person. But you make them accountable and responsible to complete this activity. That is the collaboration that is expected. Thank you, Samir. Yes, go ahead, Sarika.
Yes, ma'am, this is the path that I have selected, presentation mastery. And now when I click on this, I do not get the curriculum. That was my question. So this is what I am getting.
That is your curriculum. So then you have to launch.
Okay.
No,
So
don't.
once I complete.
Can you go back? Can you go back? Just say launch. No, you're in the right place.
Okay.
You have, yeah, your pop-up blocker was there. So please always allow this site. And this is your curriculum start. You will just now see the training opening, Sarika. Aditya, this was an easy question, so I'm taking it. Don't worry, I will give you the thing whenever we have the next hard question or complicated.
I think it is taking time to launch. So once I complete the this icebreaker, then I have to click on the launch, right?
First, you have to click on the launch. Then you have to give your icebreaker. Remember, the training comes first. What you give as a speech is the outcome of this training, not the other way around.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, so I'm not getting this, only one thing I'm getting, printing your project. So that is what we have to,
No, you go up, just click up there.
where?
That direction.
Click on directions, so it
window.
will go down.
Close
Yeah,
it.
now,
you have the next.
now if you see there's an arrow, go to the right arrow.
No,
No,
not
no.
that one. Just
Not-
click on directions again. On the right hand side, you can see the arrow.
No, not there, up above.
Right.
Yeah.
Where?
It's a gray color arrowhead to you, which is pointing to the right.
Here,
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Now it's
No,
giving you
other-
instructions as to how this manual works, this online manual works.
Okay.
So Sarika, spend some time, get used to this. And that's
Okay.
why I would recommend for new, at least me as a new Toastmaster, I used to spend 10 minutes every alternate day to go through this, to become used to it. And believe
Okay.
me, then you become champions like you see now, Samir, Rabin and all those people. So go through it. These directions are there to help you. It's a self-paced thing. Anywhere
Okay.
you're stuck, immediately WhatsApp your Vice President Education, ask them to help you out. Or if you already have a mentor assigned, ask your mentor to help you out. Yes, or
Right.
anybody in your club. Go
Fine.
ahead. Okay,
And
Toastmaster.
ma'am, you spoke about this evaluation and feedback. So how do I get that?
Your evaluator, the person who is assigned as your evaluator, will evaluate you. Your Vice President Education will help align that evaluator, and that person evaluates. Only thing is, make sure you request your evaluator to also record their evaluation in the provided evaluation sheet, which is available in the resources section of this same place. It is their responsibility to get this evaluation recorded and shared with you, and then you update it.
Okay.
Fair enough? For further questions, we can take it offline, but I will now move on to Sangeet. Yes, Sangeet, you had a question.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sarika.
Thank you, Madam PQD. I am in my second pathway, and I can see another program has been added to my curriculum, that is Pathways Mentor Program. And I'm sure that is not a pathway. So can I get some idea what is Pathways Mentor Program?
Yeah.
I would request Aditya to do it.
Yes. So good. It's afternoon now. Good afternoon, everyone. So yes, as you rightly mentioned, Pathways Mentor Program, PWMP, also that sometimes we call it. So PWMP is someone which gets enabled for everyone after a certain point of time, like how it has got enabled for you. Now, mentoring in Toastmasters has been something which has been a very core value, or rather important pillar. So this is also just like how you saw how Samir was sharing his screen and showing various projects. This is also, you can say, it's a project which is to be done after certain requirements or basic criteria which are completed. I'll just read out some of them. So you have to basically understand your role, what you do as a mentor. It has to be done for a minimum period of 6 months. You have to, accordingly, you have to mentor someone, you have to get them so there'll be a project where the mentor will have to self-assess. You will have to meet with your Vice President Education. So what I would suggest at this point of time, since you have just come to L2, but since you have found it out, I think very few people find this project. So
No, I am in second pathway, level 4.
Yeah, second pathway, L4 you said, or L2?
L4.
Then what I would suggest is you immediately sit down with your VP Education. And before that, my question is, have you mentored anyone in your club?
Many.
Okay, and I hope your VP also knows about that. All right, jokes apart. Then your work becomes very easy. You have met almost all the criteria that is required for that. So sit down with your VP Ed, launch that project. Just someone was asking, why doesn't it show up? You have to launch it. So you can launch a project, you'll be knowing that by now. Go through the individual criteria. You would have completed all of it and you can file it. So that's all. It's a pretty straightforward thing. and there's nothing much. So if your question is on whether I can file it, I can go ahead. Yes, you can go ahead with it. The criteria, the purpose statement are pretty self-explanatory, so you do not have to worry on that. But yes,
So that can be done.
This is a personal suggestion.
Sorry, that can be done parallelly along with my pathway, right?
Yes, that can be done parallelly. It can be done. It is not dependent on which level you are. Obviously, you need to complete a certain number of levels or speeches, but yes, it can be done parallelly.
Fine.
And great to see. Congratulations.
Yeah.
To you for heading on in that direction. It's great to see that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sangeet, and thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Aditya, for that helpful conversation. I would say it's about sharing experiences. Any other questions?
Sanjukta, just one more quick point. Sorry to interrupt. I was going to say it. I have noticed many times actually what tends to happen, not for Sangeet, but in general, is when they see PWMP launched or eligible, they quietly file it, or the VP head comes to know towards the end of the president. Keep them in the loop. Let them also know. The reason I'm saying is what tends to happen, this will propagate to other members as well. When that happens, some people will get to know, oh, there's a project like this. They'll also get interested and start taking a mentorship. So it's a cascading effect. When others get involved, you grow your club, you grow your members, you grow the quality of your club. So keep them in the loop always and keep sharing with the club, because I've seen many times people just file it and that's it. No one in the club has an idea. Or
okay, Aditya, I'll stop you there because I have an idea. I will first of all request that we may extend 5 minutes more, because I think now that we are into this intriguing topic of mentoring, I had this surprise. I wanted to do an impromptu kind of panel discussion with some people who have been mentors for a long time. And I would now be inviting probably Distinguished Toastmaster David. Would you want to be part of this panel? We'll be talking about mentoring and mentorship.
Yes, ma'am. I don't mind. Yes.
Perfect. And Aditya, you can also stay. I would request Sangeet to also be, because there's a reason he has also mentored, but he doesn't know the details. One more candidate. Akshay, would you want to become one of the panelists?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Would you want to be one of the panelists in this discussion of mentoring and mentorship?
Mentor and mentorship. Yes, ma'am. For that, what I have to do?
I'll be asking some simple questions. You will keep your answers to about 1 to 2 minutes. It should only help the new Toastmasters to understand the importance of having a mentor or being a mentee.
Yes,
yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So,
but ma'am, not first to tell you that I won't be able to start my video because my network will this, ma'am.
No worries, Akshay. Understood.
Thanks, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
Ma'am. Thank you. You're a Toastmaster Seema, right?
I'm Distinguished Toastmaster Sanjukta. Yeah, but
Sanjukta,
I can represent Distinguished Toastmaster Seema also.
No, but your name is like that. No, that's what I asked. In Toastmaster International, you are speaking, no, just a few minutes back. Okay.
Yes. Thanks, Akshay. Yes. Okay. So my first question would go to Distinguished Toastmaster David. David, I presume you have been mentoring for over, how many people have you mentored till date? A wild number. David, can you hear us?
Network is frozen.
I think the number is that wild that his screen froze. So.
Okay, I'll take that question to Sangeet then.
Thank you, PPD madam. I have mentored around 5 people in my club, only 5. And thanks to our previous VP Education, Toastmaster Avilas, who has mentored us in a very good way. So we got many good information, and then I have mentored around 5 members in my club.
So why do you mentor, Toastmaster Sangeet? What's in it for you?
Finally, I want a growth of my club. So I want them to be successful.
But what do you want? Why do you want to spend your time to become a mentor?
Okay, so basically it's a symbiotic relationship. When I am mentoring them, even I am learning something. So for example, if I don't know something, they ask me some question and I don't know, then I try to find out that from the site, and probably accordingly I help them, or maybe I try to find out from my mentor and then I help them. So it's a symbiotic relationship and I learn something. And I love to, because basically I was into training for last 20 years. Coaching and training and mentoring was my profession. So I really like that. So I did it.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeet.
And yes, the most important thing is, like, I knew something, they don't know something. So it's a proper propagation, like probably I'm the right person to give them that idea.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeet. I will now go with my question to Toastmaster Akshay. Toastmaster Akshay,
Hello, ma'am. Yes. Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon. When you started your journey as a Toastmaster and you were a mentee, what did you gain from your mentor? Two most important pointers.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, good afternoon to my fellow Toastmasters and other district officials. Yes, when I joined Toastmasters in 2019, the two things. First, actually, I gained knowledge about active participant for the contest, attempting more contests. Like, for example, to tell you, like, I was not good in table topics first. I used to be nervous. I used to become a nervous. And my mentor, distinguished Toastmaster Akbar, he really guided me a lot. And before that, I learned how to take up a role, because I know what we are doing. I should do is that I used to go to the meeting and I used to attend meeting, like just like that. But I was not aware about this. But he and another Toastmaster there was there from Mamsa Toastmasters Club. They guided me to take up a roles. So that's one main thing I learned, and to participate for the contest, and to deliver speech. Actually, I was like, I used to do with negligence to deliver my speech, but my mentor used to approach me, you deliver your icebreaker speech. So that also I learned, actually. That's one of the good knowledge. And because of this, actually, I'm here now to this platform, and I can talk on the spot very easily now. So that's my main point, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshay. And just to let everybody know, Toastmaster Akshay has been participating and taking up roles in various activities all around. And that shows his motivation and his energy. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshay.
Yes.
I
And
would
you know
like,
one thing, ma'am. Hello,
yes,
ma'am. Before I end, actually, to tell you that I've created one group for table topics. So that is for TT practice. Whoever is interested, please do let me know so that I can add it to the group. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Because I want others also to become active and to take up roles and to become active impromptu speaker.
fair enough,
I was
fair
just
enough.
expecting.
And the easiest way to do that is, Toastmaster Akshay, please share that WhatsApp group link with your Vice President Education. Tell him to share the link in the Vice President Education group, not in this meeting chat, because it will only stay with currently 28 people only. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I will share it later.
Yes.
Please give me your number so that I can share with you, and then you can share it here. Okay.
No, you share it
You
with
can.
your Vice President Education, Akshay. It will
Yes,
still
yes, I will do.
place. Thank you.
Yes.
I have one more question, and for that, I would request distinguished Toastmaster Aditya. Aditya, you are a fast track Toastmaster, if I may say, and you have been a mentee and then you jumped guns and became mentors, not only individual mentor, but also club mentor. Now, between Toastmaster individuals mentoring and club mentoring, what are the key differences and why you wanted to do that, and what happiness you got, or what are the key takeaways you had from both these roles, the differences and then the advantages. Yeah.
And that's a very interesting question. Mentoring individual members and then mentoring club as a whole. Now that we look a lot at the dashboard, I think a lot of things have changed with the dynamics. When I talk about individual mentoring, I think one of the, as rightly said by the panelists before me, is you need to firstly understand what the individual member wants. What are his or her end goals, short-term goals, long-term goals, in both domains of public speaking and leadership skills. So for example, I've had good friends, members who have, who have had really different paths. Some of them wanted to grow as a leader. Some of them wanted to grow in the communication track, become champions in various contests. So I think when you talk about individual mentoring or members mentoring, it becomes very specific to what their goals are. When it comes to a club, it becomes an overall leadership activity, I would say, on a whole. In that process, what I have understood is you also end up creating other mentors. For example, when you talk about being a club mentor, one of the major points that we all talk about is maybe, let's say, DCP. So that's a club level activity. So DCP, how many of you can, if you can tell L1, you're giving 4 speeches per person, you're having a bunch of evaluations to be done. When you multiply that with 4, you have 16 speeches minimum evaluations, and you have an activity which is concerned with the XCOM, admin based. You have to upload the XCOM. You have an activity based with the VP membership. You have a membership aspect aligned to it. So when it comes to a club-based membership, it becomes an activity when you have multiple people involved and you're creating more mentors in that process. You are delegating, you're prioritizing. So I think club level becomes something at a bigger level wherein you're now managing multiple people with a common goal in mind and not specific to one individual. So I think that's a major difference between the two, apart from many others we can point out. Advantages, as again rightly mentioned, is you learn and you teach. And when you learn something in Toastmasters, you learn something every day. You also imbibe new qualities, new practices, best practices. And when you teach, is because the experience that you've gained, you also try to impart what you know. And in that process, it becomes a duty that whatever you've learned, you give back to the fraternity. So I think the advantages are many, differences are many, but overall it's an experience which everyone should have and should not miss out on. So I think I'll just leave it there. Otherwise, this will become a very long discussion. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Aditya, Toastmaster Sangeet, Toastmaster Akshay. And yes, I'm sorry, Toastmaster Sarika, I couldn't ask you a question because we have only 2 minutes. The intent of this panel was that mentor-mentee is the basic foundation or the pillar of support in Toastmasters framework. If you have a mentor who shares their experience and lets you understand different ways of making your qualities better, the intent is there. There's no competition. It's just about sharing, and there's no teaching or imposing on you. So that is required to develop holistically. And when you go on the other side and you become a mentor, what it gives you is self-confidence, that you are able to guide someone to their perfection, and it improves your leadership skills, how you're giving feedback, how you are making that person understand, perception management, all these. So that's a key to your personal development, your personal leadership development. So that was the intent of asking each of these questions, with the intent that you should exchange these hats every now and then. Now we have almost 60 years minimum of experience in this room of Toastmasters, right? And even those senior Toastmasters still have mentors. The reason is not because they want to they don't know a few things or want to learn. They may, but the main intent is to understand different ways of doing it and improvising and improving, keeping on improving. There's no dearth of it, right? So that was the intent. So the whole session that we had, first, I tried to share this tool that should self-enable any new Toastmasters to have their induction done. Request to all Vice President Educations to download this and share it in your group from time to time. When you are having your periodic new members induction, make sure this workbook is shared also, so that then they are enabled with it and they know what to do, why to do, where to do, how to do, and who to go to. Yeah, that was the intent. Next, we had some question answer session, and critical aspect of pathways, enrollment and usage was discussed. I'm hoping that every new Toastmaster who is here today who has not enrolled for pathways should enroll by the end of the day. Any help, reach out to your Vice President Education or any of the leaders that you have here. Some of you may be having numbers of any of these leaders. Connect, but get enrolled to get onto this amazing journey of self-development of your leadership. Communication is just an aspect. Toastmasters does these two wonderfully well, only if you make use of the benefits that it has. And the benefits are driven by the educational framework of pathways. So happy adaptation of a wonderful development. With that, I would like to end this session. Before we end, I would request everybody to come on video so that we could have a photograph. And while we are taking a photograph, I would love to have some quick feedbacks of the session. How was it?
Hello. Hello. Am I audible once
Yes,
again?
you are.
Toastmaster Akshay, this side.
Yes, Akshay.
Yes. Actually, it was my all of a sudden plan to attend this because nowadays actually I'm involved in this competitive coaching classes because I'm attending their classes. So that's why I'm not that active in Toastmasters. So today I thought let's attend because today is Saturday, so we don't have class. We'll have in the evening. So I thought let's utilize this for the Toastmasters, and I joined this meeting. It was very thought provoking, and I really loved it, and I think it will be helpful for the new members also, as per my experience.
Thank you,
So
Akshay.
that's my feedback, ma'am.
Thank you,
And
Akshay.
next time, also if you are, please, I think this should happen always. More often, this should happen.
Feedback taken. Will abide by it. Yes. Please switch on your videos. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4. I keep calling names till people switch on their videos completely. Shantala, Saili, Seema, Ranjit, Sachin. Quickly, come on. You're making the other 20 people wait. Wonderful. Perfect. Saili, Sachin.
Wait, wait 1 minute. Ma'am, I can't do it because I'm outside. I'm just listening your thoughts.
No, you can still take it just for a photograph.
I'm in grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, thank you.
Saili, would you want to switch on your video? We are taking a photograph. Seema, if you can do so.
No, that's a photograph only.
Yeah. Distinguished Toastmaster Kanchan, please do the
Everybody cheers and look in the cameras of your respective devices. On the count of 3, 2, and 1. If it was wonderful, we need to see that as feedback in the picture. So you can give us all the gestures to ensure it was a wonderful session. Thank you.
Good to see you, Rini. Thanks, Saili.
Thank you, Madam. PQD, we are done.
Okay, madam.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your Saturday and Sunday and keep learning and becoming better ways of leading your own lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I missed.